each other's states and talking about issues that are going on and maybe what one state's doing.
Morning, everybody. Happy Friday to you. Happy Friday, Holly.
I am very happy about it being Friday.
Right? Busy times around here. Yes. So who's batting lead off this morning? Hattie?
Hattie!
Let's see here. Share. 1, 2. Turn that down. 3.
Let me get myself ready here.
4. It's probably not the best time to tell you I sold a sponsor for a 10-minute pre-show on the cameras.
No, you didn't.
I did.
No, you didn't.
I got pretty good money for it, too.
You did not.
It starts next week.
You wouldn't have forgot to tell me that.
We got to go on at 6:20 now.
Whatever.
Right, they do. People love just the chit-chat on the cameras. That's what they like. And this is some of the most loyal people you're going to find right here. Oh, you're a little zoomed in.
Get out. Get out of my face.
Why is it so zoomed in? That's better.
Thank you.
I've got it out of your face.
Where's my bell? My coffee.
Oh, almost had a disaster. Morning, Shannon. Pam? Christy? Yes. Glad to have you all here today. A lot of conversation pieces for the show. Good Friday morning to you, everybody. Thunder Radio Morning Show. Getting you to work, getting you to school, getting you home from work for you night shift warriors. Glad to have you along with us. Brought to you by Dr. James Van Winkle. I want to tell you about this nice 3-bedroom, 2-bath condo in Orange Beach, Alabama. Shoalwater 802. I can save you 15%. It's right there on the beach. A couple of pools on site. It's amazing. Y'all get on over there and check out the deets and save yourself 15% just because you're a Thunder Radio listener. Go to thunder1320.com/beach. That's thunder1320.com/beach. Also have a link on our Facebook page. Search for Thunder Radio at the very top of the page. We've got a rainy day in store, but it's not going to be rainy all day. There is a 60% chance of rain, but really picking up after noon, and then a chance of some storms tonight. We are under an enhanced risk of severe weather. The main threat for that, really large hail and damaging straight-line winds. Could see a spin-up tornado or two, but that's not the kind of severe weather threat we're looking at today. More straight-line winds and severe, big, large hail. Gorilla hail, I believe is what they call that. 70% chance of rain overnight tonight, and then a 90% chance of rain tomorrow. And this is going to bring cooler weather because we're going to be around 81 today. 68 is your high tomorrow, and then down around 51 tomorrow night. Sunday, 66 is it for your high, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's even lower than that. And then 45 Sunday night, 67 on Monday, and then mid-40s again Monday night. By Tuesday, we're back up into the mid-70s. I don't know which winter this is, but it's going to be a pretty strong one. One of you people out there can fill me in on which one of these southern winters that we're dealing with. Weather forecast brought to you by the Hillsboro Food Company. I do know that even once it cools down a little bit, we're going to have some sunny skies starting on Sunday. Good grilling weather. They got grilling meats, fresh cut meats at the Hillsboro Food Company. Monday through Saturday, 6 to 6 Monday through Friday, 8 to 4 on Saturday. They got fresh produce, assorted groceries as well. Get on over there and see them at the Hillsboro Food Company. It's Friday. We got a busy day lined up for you. We're excited to have you with us, whether you're on the radio at AM 1320, FM 107.9, FM 106.7. Worldwide, you're listening on the Manchester Go app, or you're watching on the Carmine Family Dental Cameras on Facebook or YouTube. We are glad to have you with us. Got Florida Man Friday coming up in a little bit. The Friday mix for the people over on the radio side of things. Name that tune, stupid, silly stat, all the fun. But first, let's bring in the better half of the Thunder Radio Morning Show. Across from me sits the brains of this operation, the planner, the organizer, the CEO, and president of the Peterson Media Group. She is by far the looks inside of this studio. President of the Manchester Chamber of Commerce. She's the microphone licker, the corncob eater, and one of the main reasons the rockin' world continues to go round. Holly, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Friday.
I love this one.
It's a good one.
Good choice.
Always make good choices.
I don't need to fall at your feet just cause you cut me.
She likes that one. Makes her sing.
When we get off the radio today, I'm going to go out to the car and just crank that up and just sing it with my whole chest.
Yeah, sing it with your whole chest now. Morning, Josh Gregory. Hello. Kevin. Love you guys. Yes.
We've got a good little setup here.
We do.
I just mean our setup. I hate watching like a podcast or something where the camera's on one person's face and then the other one's ear.
Oh.
Like I don't want to look at the side of your head.
I know. Well, it's decent. You know, we have a third person on. We don't have the best setup. We gotta work on it.
We got a good 2-person setup though.
Yeah, 2-person setup is solid.
And I deny the
Comings and
tears in
goings.
my
What's happening in and around the Manchester community? There is a lot of things. Quick sports update. Coffee Middle softball with a win last night over E.O. Kaufman. Put a beating on them last night. Got them by 14-3 or
Daggone.
15-4. It was a good one. Beat them pretty good. Bradley Jernigan knocked in 3 in that one. Also, we had some tennis players advance to the semifinals today. Liam Brown on the boys' singles side moved on, and on the girls' side, a doubles team, J.D. Nagadula and Isabel Sainer both advanced. So congratulations.
Good job.
Yes, good job. And they'll be playing today, weather permitting. But I think tennis plays earlier in the day, so they may get that in. Speaking of ball and sports and stuff, high school baseball tonight at 4 at Shelbyville against Shelbyville. They have to win that or the season's over. And if they lose or if they win, they will play again at 7 against Columbia, and they got to win that or the season's over. And if they win that, they'll play tomorrow against Columbia again, and then they got to win that or the season's over. It's 3 straight elimination games
Gracious.
here that you're dealing with. It's a really tough setup that they've got for that district tournament. One loss just really puts you behind the 8 ball. So they're playing today. High school softball tonight at 6 o'clock right here in Manchester. And that'll be on Thunder Radio. It's a Thunder Radio broadcast, and it's probably me on the call. I think that's how we're working that out. It's who knows. A lot of things happening, a lot of moving parts.
We'll figure it out. There's going to be a call. It's going to be good.
Weather permitting. If it rains it out, we'll fill you in over on the Facebook page and the website. Other events of note: the statement consignment sale continues today. That is moving along. That started yesterday. It's today, tomorrow, and Sunday. Get out there today before all the good stuff's picked through. They got name brand stuff. There is 70% off of stuff like Lululemon, Coach, men's, women's clothes, accessories. And they have a ribbon cutting today.
There are ribbon cutting today at 11.
Yeah.
So I'm going to head over there for that.
At the conference center.
At the conference
I'm
center.
going to try to make that. I've got to go to Moore County for a meeting today at 9:30.
That's okay. We don't need you there.
No, I need to come back over there
It's
and
best if you don't come
keep an eye
to
on what Holly's spending at the consignment sale.
Yeah.
Well, also, I want to chat with the folks who run it, their advertisers and stuff. I want to stop by and say hello and all that stuff. So that's today and continues Saturday and Sunday, 9 to 7 at the Manchester Conference Center. Some really good stuff. No admission cost, no parking cost. It's free to get in there. Tomorrow, weather permitting, Custom Auto and Rod Shop will have their car cruise in, the Cars and Coffee. That's first Saturday of the month from 9 until 12 at the Coffee County Administrative Plaza. We hope that you can make it out to that. Tiffany will be out there spinning the hits. It's going to be a lot of fun. Other things of note, we are 7 days away from the lawn sessions. That's next Friday, a week from today, at Jack Daniels. Some good entertainment out there. Hunter Girl, who was runner-up on American Idol back in 2022, will be there, along with some other great musicians. You can get tickets at thelawnsessions.com. Use promo code THUNDER and save yourself $5 on your tickets. Those tickets come with drink tickets with them. Like, it's a pretty good deal to go to that. 8 days away from the Dusty Elam Foundation's annual event. That's next Saturday.
I'm very excited about this one.
Hopefully we're getting the rain out of the way now.
Yeah.
Because rain can really hamper that thing.
I don't know anybody better at adapting to a rainy situation than
they'll
the
figure it
Elam
out.
group,
Yeah,
because they always have. It's always going to be equally as fun.
Yeah.
You know.
Plan A, B, C, D, E.
Yeah.
They got a bunch of them. So it's next Saturday at the Elam Farm. We hope to see you there. We'll be out there at some point. Holly will be signing autographs, and Adam Craig will be singing. They got some good auction items. It's always a lot of fun. $25 for adults. That includes your food. Kids are free. You can get tickets, the Elam Foundation on Facebook, or you can buy them at the gate, I think. We are, 15 days away from the Fundies. 15 days? 2 weeks from tomorrow is the Fundies?
Uh-oh. That made my tummy hurt.
We probably ought to spend our time getting ready for that, huh?
I might ought to.
Yeesh. Holly's got this thing down to a science, though. It just kind of happens.
I really like planning events.
Yeah.
I like being a hostess.
I do enjoy doing an event and having it be on time, just to flex on everybody else's events who can't or not on time.
Yeah, Josh will have that sucker down to the minute. It's
I'll
really impressive.
I'll send out an agenda.
It's impressive to watch. Like at the end of the night, it's like, wow, dude's good.
Well, and here's how it works. If it doesn't really matter to me what everyone else is doing, I have a schedule, and that's what we're going to do. And at 6:37, it's time for Bella to talk. And if she's mid-bite, it doesn't matter. You get on stage. It's time to go, and we're going to do the thing. And I've got so many minutes worth of questions, and if she's mid-sentence and an answer, my time is up. We're done.
Whatever.
Cut her off, and we move on to the next thing. That's how you keep things on time. People allow other people to do too much. Let's just keep it going, you know? So anyway, that's coming up a couple of Saturdays from now. Pretty pumped about that. 21 days away from high school graduation for Coffee County graduates. 24 days away from Memorial Day. And a couple of things happening right now. Mother's Day giveaway contest, Mom and Me photo contest. Go to thunder1320.com/mom or go to our Facebook page, and there's the link there. Also, we're giving away a floor in partnership with Flooring Solutions in Tullahoma. 400 square feet, beautiful LVP floor. It is free and installed. Just go enter for your chance to win. thunder1320.com/floor, or you can go to our Facebook page. There's a link there as well. Facebook.com, search for Thunder Radio. And we are selling Bonnaroo tickets. They continue to be on sale. Single day passes. Thursday is $99, which is a huge discount off of the Bonnaroo price. And Friday, Saturday, Sunday, $150 for each day. We do not have 4-day weekend passes. Thunder1320.com/Bonnaroo to learn more about that. All right. I think that's all. I had a lot. I think I got through all of it.
So the Children's Advocacy Center, the birthday bash is tomorrow, right? Down at the Ada Wright Center in Fred Dedman Park.
Uh-huh.
If it rains, I got this yesterday, and if it rains,
which is looking likely, unfortunately,
they will have the event inside the Ada Wright building. So the party will go on.
So it's supposed to be in the park.
The park, yeah.
Fred Dedman Park.
Yeah.
They'll move it into the building if it rains. Ada Wright building.
They may have utilized it, the Ada Wright building, on a sunny day as well.
Okay. Because I was confused. You were like, the party at Ada Wright Center will be moved into the Ada Wright Center.
I think that's part of it, but
okay, they'll confine it just to that.
Yeah.
That makes good sense, Holly.
I saw your face.
I was confused.
You look like she's an idiot.
Well, I did not. That was not what I was thinking.
What else do I have? It's national. I'll tell you guys the national days today. It's National Lunch Hero Day. We should have had Lunch Lady Land queued up.
I would have had that ready to go.
Lunch Lady. I love that.
Hoagies and grinders.
Navy beans. And what else, Josh? The meatloaf sandwich. All right. It's National Space Day. Thank you to Katy Perry for paving the way to space.
I'm an astronaut now. She's high, all right.
It's National Life Insurance Day.
Ladies, celebrate by getting an upgraded policy on your husband's.
And National Truffle Day. I like a good truffle.
All right. Anything else, Holly, out of you? Busy show today. Florida Man Friday.
Yeah.
Coming up later on today. Birthdays, call those in. I had a light birthday day yesterday, 728-1320. We have a full show today. We cut it short yesterday because Holly was golfing.
I wasn't golfing.
She was at the golf tournament, riding around on a golf cart, just doing the hard work. She's
Somebody's
working.
got to do it.
She's working here.
Who else is going to do that if I don't do it?
How did that go?
I'll tell you next segment.
Is that next segment?
Yeah, a little.
Because Holly's a little clueless sometimes on the golf course.
Well, I'm not the only one.
She'll just pull out in front of people.
I was so glad I hopped a ride with a couple other gals, and neither of them
Who
knew.
are also clueless? Okay.
Yeah, I didn't realize there was folks out there who knew less about golf than I do.
Okay.
But there are.
And y'all all linked up together.
Heather Phillips, New Haven Mortgage. I'm looking at you.
Okay. So talk to her for home loans. Do not talk to her for golf advice.
Right.
All right. We'll talk about that next. Also, we never got a chance to discuss your Swap and Shop hosting the other day, back on Wednesday.
Did you listen to any of it?
At the very end.
Why you didn't listen?
Well, I didn't want to. No, I listened to all of it.
My feelings. Why would you not want to listen?
I listened to all of it.
You lie.
No, I listened to every bit of it.
You're lying.
No, I listened. I thought you did great.
Who called?
Our normal callers.
You're. That's not.
Because I was getting text messages from people saying Holly hosting Swap and Shop is epic.
That was after it was done.
No, that was during it.
You didn't even watch it. You didn't even listen.
I did listen.
How do you know it was epic? Did you hear my joke?
I didn't hear a joke.
Because you didn't listen.
I listened.
Liar. Your pants are going to catch on fire right now.
What? How did it go?
I'm not telling. You should have been there.
I know you ran over a couple. I was listening because I know you ran over a couple minutes because I was having to get on and adjust the schedule. I was listening.
I don't know what I was supposed to take a break, come back to the music that's turning it off.
And she didn't. She just left. She
and I'm supposed to
off.
say, okay, guys, that's it for Swap and Shop. Thanks for listening. We'll see y'all later, and then turn the music up. But I went into the commercial and I'm like, all right, I'm done.
That's basically what she said. She said, okay, that's going to do it for us. Click. And then she left. She just walked off. I don't even think she locked the door before I think she just walked out of the building.
I don't even know what I wrote down over there. At the end,
she wrote some random stuff on the back of my morning show agenda. There was an item listed back there.
I'm gonna be honest with you and tell you what I did. Folks was calling and they say, I got a 1958
You heard him.
tractor, and they give me all these details, and I'm okay, all right. And I take the number down, and I would go, all right. If y'all want it, give him a call. And I wrote no information down except for the phone number.
Holly,
and repeated. I couldn't keep up. I was so nervous.
How is if someone calls up here and then she says that right there. She says that. She says, I wrote nothing down. And then at the very end, she goes, hey, y'all can call me after the show if you heard something you liked, and I'll give you the number.
Well, I was just faking it. I was hoping no one would call. I would give them somebody's number. And one of the numbers, I'd be like, all right.
And that's what she does.
I don't want to do Swap and Shop.
But you have to. Might as well do it right.
I tried. That was my best. I gave it my best.
It's not hard to just jot down general notes. Look, if a guy calls in
too fast.
If a guy calls in with 3 lawnmower motors and he starts listing all the details about the lawnmower motors, I just write down 3 motors. That's
not
enough.
Me. I'm trying to give them all the detail because
just 3 motors.
It matters.
You wrote down nothing.
Yeah, I'm pretty bad at that. Might not to take me off of there.
That's just intentional.
It wasn't.
Intentional sabotage.
No.
Basically, she's like, if I can't do it perfect, then I just won't do it.
Oh, it took a page out of the old Josh Peterson handbook, and he don't like it.
Well, I try to lower the standards.
I'm just not real good at folding clothes.
Eliminated the standards completely. Yeah. No, that's bad.
I thought I brought a lot of energy.
Yeah, I heard her one time. She says I wasn't listening. She goes, all right, y'all heard him.
That was at the end. You turned it on at the end just to make sure that everything was timed out right. You really didn't want to listen. I don't blame you.
I knew it was going to be a train wreck.
Whatever.
I can't believe you didn't write the stuff down.
Hey, if you called Swap and Shop a couple days ago, call back today.
That's later at 8:30. Don't call right now.
Call back and tell Josh.
so he can write it down.
All this rain is going to cause water to stand in certain places. And if that's happening in your yard, get it fixed. Dirtworks can bring in their machines. They can bring in the dirt, and they can take care of you. They'll clear land. They'll do driveway cut-ins. They can install sod. All of that is at Dirtworks. 931-409-0782. That's 931-409-0782. Google them up. See photos and videos of their work. Dirtworks. It's works with an X. Dirtworks for you.
Hey, Misty,
Hey, Roger.
do you know what to do if you were involved in a car accident?
I'd scream.
30, minute and a half, 2, 2.5, 3. We'll come back right there. Just put that up there. Put that out there. What are you doing?
Minding my own business, which is what you should be doing also.
You're making so much noise over there right next to that camera. I can't even imagine how loud that is for everybody. Shannon wants to know what item number 3 was yesterday. You got the number, but don't
It
remember
was
what they were
farm
selling.
equipment, I'm sure. Speaking of farm equipment, Josh has told me twice today that he was like, "Oh, you look like a cute farmer."
I didn't mean it. And
I was like, these are my nice clothes.
why she take that? She's just wearing jeans and a ball cap.
Is that what farmers wear?
Yeah. Morning, Anthony.
Also, folks need to understand that cloud backup is essential. We can handle all your IT needs.
FarmersOnly.com.
For more information on Venmo and Advanced IT service, go to VenmoandConnect.com or call your local office.
Coffee County Bank was founded in 1975 by a group of local.
I heard you do Church Day Thursday.
Yeah.
I don't think you did all of them.
I did 2 of the 3 that you sent.
I thought so.
Yes.
You was so quick to put a song on. You're like, "Well, that's all. Thursday. That's all, folks. Here's a song."
Today is Maggie Bailey's birthday. Middle school softball. She wears number 8.
Oh, thank you. I love it when they send the numbers.
Last. So you're welcome.
I'm gonna send that. Cole said, "How many people do you think listen to the morning show?"
At least 7 or 8.
I'm gonna say about 6, 7. That's a thing or something. I have no idea. There's no way to know that. What are you doing?
And they're asking about the Thundies.
Okay.
How, how
Well,
it
you're doing
works
later work.
no, they're asking how many you're at a table and trying to buy tickets. And I can multitask.
No,
I'm good at it.
you can't.
I'm probably the worst multitasker ever in the history of multitaskers. I put together the slideshow we're the chamber luncheon sponsor next week. And I really want a dynamite presentation, so you ought to see what I've done. Lots of motivational quotes. Thunder Radio morning show. Josh and Holly getting you to work, getting you to school. Over on the cameras, I was trying to multitask. Christy says men can't use both sides of the brain at the same time.
It's impossible.
At one time, yeah. I was trying to multitask. I wasn't trying to multitask during the break. I was just doing one thing, and it made it to where I could not do the other thing. It's science, though, that you're not supposed to multitask. You're far less productive if you try. No, that's science. You should Google it.
I think a man probably
No, that's science.
declared that, because I can do more than 2 things at a time. What are you doing?
Well, I was looking for something, but I lost it.
I have joke of the day. What kind of shoes do frogs wear?
What kind of shoes do frogs wear?
Open-toed shoes. Open-toed.
Well done, Holly.
Compliments of Mr. Brad Goodwin.
Did he come up with that on his own?
No, It was actually on a sandwich board in front of a store, a shoe store.
Science.
That's what I was looking for.
I know. You're just late to the party.
I just forgot where it was. All right. So you went to the golf course yesterday.
Yes,
for
I
the
did.
Chamber Golf Classic, the Manchester Chamber Golf Classic. Holly's the president of the chamber, so she's very important. And so she has to be there till, I think she bangs the gavel for them to start or something, or blows a
I did none of
horn,
that. No, I showed up late.
blows a trumpet or something.
No, I took pictures. That's all.
Rings a bell.
No one even knows I'm the president.
They don't. They don't.
One of the guys that saw me with a camera asked me if I was with the Coffee County Times. I said, yes, I am.
All of that is so incorrect. Nothing about that statement is correct. It was so funny because people just pay no attention. They don't pay no attention. Katie Anderson says she had so much fun, but I'm told that does Katie Anderson know nothing about golf as well? Because Holly knows nothing about golf, and she told me that she got with a bunch of gals who also know nothing about golf.
I didn't think there was anybody who knew less about golf than me.
Yeah.
But
Holly got in trouble once because she just drove out in front of some high school golfers just mid-shot. She just buzzed across the fairway there. And
it's very I took notes.
not
I took
confusing.
some notes. One of the things that was declared, why are there not arrows? Like showing which way you're allowed to drive. Because
well, you can go whichever way you want.
Yeah, I know that. But sometimes
you just have to know where people are going, which way they're headed.
We don't.
If you know which way the hole's going.
I swear to you, we were at one hole and it looked like they were just hitting the balls at each other. Like there was somebody over here hitting left and somebody over here.
Well, they could have been in the wrong fairway. It happens.
No, they were teeing off.
Oh,
they were teeing off, but the direction, I guess if you're a good golfer, you can not hit those folks. But like if anybody messes up and slices, then I don't know.
I've never seen anybody out there that in a position like that. I don't know what you're talking about. Hattie said, I have tried to teach her last year during golf season, but she's a tough student. She just refuses to learn.
So we were at that situation.
Feel bad for all of her teachers in school.
Where we were waiting because we thought we're going to wait for them to hit the ball and then we'll drive. We're just
correct. You don't want to hit the gas pedal right in the middle of somebody's backswing or something.
Well, finally, the group that was closer to us, he come over and he said, "Hey, they ain't gonna hit the ball with y'all sitting there." And I was like, "Oh!" And they were hitting our way. I had no idea.
Oh my god,
we didn't know. We were like, "Okay, sorry." So we speed off. We didn't even ask for their picture at that time. We were like, "Okay, go."
Holly and them were probably sitting right in front of somebody.
Well, we was
right in front of them,
but we was on the sidewalk. It wasn't like we was in the grass.
Yeah. Golly, Holly.
I don't know. I don't know golf.
It's not that hard. It's just not that difficult to understand.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
That they tee off at the tee box. They're headed towards the green, and you don't want to get between them.
Sometimes you have to go, though. I need to get across. It takes a long time for 4 guys to get a few practice swings in and then line up. And all that takes a little while sometimes. And we needed to get.
Josh Taylor says, I think the adult cocktails made it seem like they were hitting at one another.
So there was one of the tee boxes was sponsored by Kate Bryant with Remax. And there were free Jell-O shots.
Oh,
free.
Well, she's
what's the drink?
She knows how to earn your business.
What's the drink with the food in it, like olive and pickles and tomato juice? Bloody Marys. There was Bloody Marys there. You can just stop and get them.
So Holly spent a lot of her time at that hole because she wasn't playing, so she could just go wherever she wanted.
Yeah. It was easy to stop there because most of the golfers came through there. So we could just, while they were stopping to get whatever, we could just grab a photo right fast. It was a good little setup. It was a good day. Okay, I'll tell you this. The Owens tea box.
Owens Provisions and Apparel.
Yes. So he had brought apparel. There was Owens clothes out there and coolers and hats, but he had a game, like a little chip game. Like if you take is it a chip and wedge?
No such thing as a chipping wedge.
What do you hit a chip with?
Well, a lot of things. You could chip with 8 iron. You could chip with a wedge, a pitching wedge, maybe sand wedge.
Pitch and wedge. That's what I was thinking. Not a chip and wedge.
Usually chip with an iron. But
okay. Well,
depends on what situation.
There was a golf club, and he had a game set up where if you could chip it into the little red hole, then you won a hat.
Nice.
Well, the gals that I was with, we were like, we kind of want to do that. It wasn't for us; it was for the golfers. But no one was there at that time. We're like, hey, can we try this? And Heather Phillips with New Haven Mortgage said that she never even picked up a golf club. She gets up there, lines up, pops it in first time, right in that little red hole. And the golfers that were behind us that had just got done playing, they were all like, oh man, they were. And then it was my turn to go, and I got up there, popped it right in first time. And I was like, what? Like it's hard? Like this is hard? We can do golf. And it was good. Katie Anderson did a great job driving us around.
Did she try the chipping game?
Yeah, she did good.
She didn't get it in.
So
she ruined the streak.
She went, I think, maybe have gotten it in on the net, but I don't remember if she got it on the red or not.
You would remember. You can go ahead. Just because she's on
her form was best out of anyone.
Look at her. She can't help herself. She knows that Katie Anderson's watching the show.
Katie, you did real good.
And so she can't be like, well, she missed it.
You were good.
The truth is the truth here. She was good at driving. Drove y'all right in harm's way.
We were all just kind of clueless together. Yeah. If you ain't ever been to a golf course,
tilt that microphone backwards a little.
All right,
there we go.
If you ain't ever been to a golf course, just go out there to Willowbrook today. No, on a day that there's a tournament where there's people everywhere.
It's on every hole.
And you try to navigate that. It's hard. It's confusing.
If you've never been, I'll give you that. But you have been. You've been out there.
I've never played it. I don't know which way the courses go. I don't have a course map.
She's not paying attention.
Map.
They've got scorecards with the course map on it. Shows you where everything's at.
Why would I have a scorecard? The first we was riding in wasn't even a golf cart. It was like a gator or something. I didn't have it.
Yeah. She's been out there multiple times. Take photos of high school golf, middle school golf, tournament golf.
It gives me anxiety every time. It was a good day though. The rain held off to
her retention abilities are just something to. I mean, same with Swap and Shop. She's hosted it before.
I'm not retaining that information because I'm not doing that. I'm not doing Swap. He keeps trying to put Swap and Shop on me.
The people like you more.
Probably. I'm very likable.
Got more calls when you did it than when I do it.
No.
Yes, we did.
No.
I heard it.
I can't. Yes. If you're listening at me talk about all the fun that was had at this Manchester Chamber of Commerce Golf Classic, and you're like, daggone, I wish I could do that. There's an opportunity to play for the Lady Raider Golf Classic. You can get your team signed up. That is May 31st, and I'll come take your picture looking like an athlete.
How does one sign up for that?
You can reach out to anyone affiliated with the Lady Raider basketball team, and if you don't know anybody, you can message Thunder Radio, and we'll point you in the right direction. If you know me personally, I'll shoot you. Daggone it. We'll find somebody for you. I don't know. Let's go to break.
No, I'm going to keep it here.
Let's go to break.
We're not taking another break the rest of the day.
Daggone it.
We're not taking another break. This is just Yes. All right. We got more morning show. We're here until 8:30 today. Brought to you by Dr. James Van Winkle. I want to tell you about a 3-bedroom, 2-bath condo. I can save you 15% on that condo at the Shoalwater in Orange Beach, Alabama. No tricks, no gimmicks, no timeshare presentations. Just go to thunder1320.com/beach. What's wrong with you?
It's like I ain't ever been on the radio before. It's like I don't know the rules.
This is what happens when she tries too hard.
I tried too hard. I wanted to do a good job
She
today.
tries too hard. I got a message from somebody. It was like, I met somebody yesterday who I met this person before, and he was like, I listen all the time, listen to the ball games. Y'all do such a good job, blah, blah, blah. And I appreciate that. And then I got a message from a loyal listener yesterday with some Thursday material. And I had no clue that she listened to the show. Yeah. And she's like, hey, here's some Thursday. And knowing her as a person, I was like, I just can't imagine her even saying the words Thursday. Yeah. And I was like, that's awesome. Thanks for listening. She's like, you're welcome. I don't know if I spelled Thursday right, but you're welcome to have that. So I was telling Holly about this morning. And she's, when I know people are listening, I better do a good job. And then that's over. I shouldn't tell her anything.
You shouldn't tell me nothing.
Nobody
can't
listens.
Tell me nothing.
All right, we're here until 8:30. Keep it right there.
Broadcasting from the Unity Medical Center studios. This is Thunder Radio.
What?
I don't know if I've ever done that.
What the hell are you talking about?
Hell, y'all can just reach out to
Hell,
me.
just give me a call.
Lord have mercy. Had me laughing.
I got to start the recorder for the first 15 minutes of the show.
Wow.
I got that on there. Don't worry about it. She tries hard. Yes.
I'm a hard trier.
Always has been. I like how you tried to cover that word up, then move like it.
She
said,
I wasn't even a good cover up. If I'd have just kept going, not a lot of people would have even catched it. Tell them about that time what happened to us when we was in here wrestling and somebody we first bought the stations.
It wasn't first bought the stations, but we were in Holly's office back there. We weren't doing anything, but we were just kind of flirting around a little bit back there. Just, I don't know what the word is. We weren't doing anything inappropriate. It was just, I don't know.
What do you call it?
I don't know. Anyway, the door opens to the front door. When the door opens and there's an alarm goes off, the person's not in the building yet. The person could not see us. Holly comes walking out that back office, goes, "We's just wrestling." I was like, "What? Why did you do that?" They had no clue.
What would you call what we was doing?
Horse playing. Yeah. Horse playing.
Yeah.
Just a little horse play. Holly straightens up and comes around the corner. We's just wrestling back there.
Listen, this is a very old building, and it darn near shakes the whole building when you walk through. Like you can feel someone walk through this building, and so someone opened the door, and all I could think was they heard us back here, like.
It don't matter.
You know what I'm saying?
It don't matter.
Like it sounded like there was a scuffle going on back there.
Maybe it did. They didn't ask. They didn't walk in and be like, "What in the hell is going on back there?"
I didn't want them to be like, "Oh, is everything okay here?"
It
Sounds like someone's getting attacked.
If they walked in, they're like, "What the hell's going on back there?" Sounds like something's going on. Then maybe say something. But they didn't say a word. They didn't have a chance to.
We was just wrestling.
We was just wrestling. What are you wrestling back there?
Learn my lesson. We don't wrestle here no more.
You select about the furniture I sat on if I came up here. Granddad's next, okay?
Yes.
AKA what Bill Belichick's girlfriend calls him.
She calls him Granddaddy.
We just wrestling. Yeah. It was something. I was like, "Oh, Holly, no." I just kind of stood there. I was like, why?
Well, let me get a stat ready.
Yes, you better. That's next. In about 40 seconds. And that's what we'll be doing.
We'll do this one. It's a graduation one.
It's almost graduation time. My graduation was inside.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah.
My
It
sister's
was nice and sunny out there.
was inside. Ashley's, hers was inside.
I'm like, let's just go in thunderstorm. Just get wet. Who cares? It gets hot in there. This is a good one.
Won't you look down over me? Yeah, I got a
You can't hear that song and not keep it on and sing along, you know?
I really like that one.
I don't think that's one that anybody hears come on and change the channel.
That's a misheard lyric for me because I always thought he was saying my fitting feet. My fitting feet. And he was saying my feet 10 foot.
Yeah.
My feet 10 foot off the. Well, y'all know what it says. I don't. Clearly, I don't. But y'all do.
Oh, Holly. No.
Fitting feet.
That's not what he says. All right. We got more games to play this morning. But first, what's happening over at Granddad's?
Bacon wrapped pork loin on cornbread dressing. Don't that sound good?
Mm-hmm.
You can get that fried catfish, chicken tenders, red Parmigiana potatoes. Parmigiana potatoes. That's how it's spelt. I'm gonna pronounce it with a little Italian accent. White beans, fried apples, corn on the cob. You don't eat the cob. You eat around it. Cornbread or roll. Find Granddad's at 620 Woodbury Highway.
Walking with my feet 10 feet off a Beal. Is it?
Feet 10 feet.
Is that the lyrics there?
Yeah.
How-
With my feet 10 feet off a Beal. I thought he was saying 15 feet.
He's Irish. Just 15 feet.
15 feet off the Beal. All right.
And now it's
Cut her
time
off.
for stupid, silly statistics that you never knew
I don't know where you're getting your statistics.
and probably don't need.
Him, did you bring your statistics?
Stupid silly stat wrapped up by our friends at Freedom Automotive in Manchester. Folks, they set themselves apart from other repair shops because, well, they're locally owned and operated. That's a big deal. Those owners and techs, they're going to the same restaurants as you. Their kids play on the same ball teams. Also, they're open 6 days a week, on Saturdays even, so that's a big deal. And they do custom exhaust work. Not just anybody does that. And payment plans are available on those tires at Freedom Automotive Service Center, 515 Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester. Stop on by and see them right in front of College Street Elementary School. Freedom Automotive Service Center. Holly?
40 years ago, 500,000 of these were given as high school graduation gifts. Today, almost zero.
This is fun. This is a good one. Good stat.
Thank you.
40 years ago. 40. So that would be, what, 85? 1985.
Yeah, 1985. 500,000 of these were given to graduating seniors as gifts.
And today, that number of this item is
about zero.
So what is that? Brian wants to know how many of those Jell-O shots you had yesterday.
One.
Was it just one?
It was one.
Okay. Also wants to know what's in that cup right now.
What is wrong with y'all? I'm fine.
Doesn't seem that way. All right, let's get somebody on the phone here. Morning show.
Cigarettes.
Cigarettes. Oh, really good guess.
Not right.
Close, but not it. Morning show.
$2 bill.
A $2 bill.
Good guess, but not it. Do some rearranging of things over here. All right.
You're making a lot of noise. I'm sure the cameras are just picking up all that noise.
Are you done?
Yeah.
I'm over here doing things that are essential to the show.
40 years ago, 500,000 of these were given as high school graduation gifts, around 1985-ish. Today, almost 0 of these are given.
Morning show.
How about a portable music player?
Portable music player. Good guess, but not it. Not it. We have portable music player. We've had cigarettes, which is really close. And what was the other guess? I've already forgot. I didn't write it down. It's completely blank.
Like me on Swap and Shop yesterday.
Completely blanked on that other guess. Morning show.
A bottle of alcohol.
Bottle of alcohol. No, that's not. That would be wrong. They're not 21. Morning show.
Morning show.
Cigars.
Cigars. Nope, not a cigar. Not a cigar, not a cigarette, but they're close.
Y'all remember when it was customary to light up a cigar in a hospital? Not just a hospital, but the baby ward.
It's your boy, see?
It's a baby, see?
728-1320. Let's see here. Morning show.
Customary Zippo.
What was that?
A custom Zippo.
A custom Zippo. Yeah, that'll work. Lighters. Cigarette lighters. Or a lighter, because you can light a lot of things with it, was the right answer. What's your name?
Daphne.
Good job, Daphne.
All right, yeah, Daphne. I got a car wash for you up here, Daphne. Yeah, the lighter was a big gift, apparently 40 years ago, but not so much today. Thank you, Daphne.
Thank you.
Yeah, so a lighter.
I feel like we're behind schedule.
No, we're fine.
We're good. Hey, I've got these. I bought this lighter. It's like long like a pen.
Hang on, somebody's online
Okay.
too.
Sue.
Morning show.
Is it lighters?
Oh, it was lighters. You just missed it. The caller before you got it. What's your name?
That's okay.
What's your name?
Crystal.
Crystal. All right, Crystal. How about I hook you up with a shirt anyway? Because I feel like you're being honest. You didn't hear the answer. You had the answer. You're just a second slow on the dialer. So
That's okay.
Come by. I'll hook you up with a shirt.
Thank you.
All right, bye. Crystal. So close.
Anyway, and you push a button and it looks like a little taser. It's a light. You know what I'm saying?
Where'd that thing go?
It's a rechargeable.
It's a battery powered thing. Where did it go? I've not been able to see it in a while. I used it for lighting some fires outside.
Did you lose my lighter?
No, I didn't lose it. I don't think I had it last. You probably had it.
No, it was the girl when she took it to light candles in her room, and then I got it back from her, and I think I put it somewhere for safekeeping. Can't remember.
Okay, so it wasn't me that lost it.
No,
it was the girl one first, and then you, but not me.
Not this time.
How about that? Congratulations to Daphne, winner of a car wash.
Kids used to smoke at school.
Oh yeah, they had smoke breaks out there with the teachers.
That it just seems like that was a whole other time, wasn't it? Like,
yeah, well, that was before my schooling. I'd heard those stories. There's always kids used to come to school with their rifles in the back window. That was before my time as well. But I'm like, can you imagine now somebody rolled up in there
with a rifle
in their back window?
Yeah. No.
SWAT team would come flying in there. Like, I just went hunting this morning. I forgot. They used to be customary. I remember my teacher. I'm not going to name names, but I remember a teacher in elementary school who he just stood outside the door and smoked to the room. Like, he just opened the door and go out there and take a few drags. He couldn't handle us much longer, I don't guess.
Well,
we weren't as bad then as they are now.
They're bad now.
The kids now are
they have
next level bad.
They have too much information. They should not have the amount of information.
Too much information. They're too entitled and they don't get hit enough. And that is it. That's just the bottom line.
Oh.
From some of the stories we get, the way they talk to the teachers, it's just like my jaw drops. Like there's a lot of, it's hard. I mean, just not even like just overreacting, just playing with the story. Oh my goodness. It's just like, I can't believe, like, you're lying to me. They don't talk to y'all like that. But they do.
I think about that sometimes, and it's, do you think that people, okay, so say you're growing up and, you know, you're not strict parents, but say your parents made you, you know, follow,
people overreact and go the other direction.
Follow rules. So you're not allowed to do this. You're not allowed to do that. And then those people get older and they have kids, and the kids are like, hey, can I do this? And the person
the parent
remembers the feeling of not being able to do that thing, and maybe vicariously through the kid, they let them do a little more because they're like, you know, I wish I would have been given that opportunity or have been allowed to do that.
But you're thinking with an adult brain, like
they're dumb.
Like I could have handled that. Yeah, you're thinking as a 40-year-old,
right?
But they are not adults and they cannot handle that.
Their frontal lobes aren't developed.
That's what we like to use. We like to use that.
I have to tell myself that, like when I'm ready to rage out.
When they're making just these most irrational decisions.
Like their frontal lobe is not developed.
They're still learning. They're still learning. But that's when you let your kids know that's how you think, they'll throw that back at you. Well, I'm still learning. My frontal lobe's not developed yet.
No, they think they know everything.
Well, they think that until they're in trouble, and then
we
it's
did
a
too.
convenient
I'm
excuse.
sure we did. I'm sure. I know my parents were like, "Golly, they think they know everything. You grown. Well, pay your own bills then." You know, I mean, it's a everlasting cycle.
It's almost graduation time. Did you get a lot of graduation gifts when you graduated, like money or gifts? Because the stat was graduation gifts were lighters.
I wouldn't say that I got a lot, but I got large amounts of money from folks that I didn't expect.
Yeah. I sent out graduation invitations to a lot of people. And I didn't know that. I did not understand that you were sending an invitation expecting money to come back. Like I just thought I was inviting them to come watch me graduate. Like I did not understand it. And my mom was like, no, you send these invitations to all these people. And some of them were I'm pretty sure I sent an invitation to a kid, to a mom who I was a kid I was friends with, like in middle school. And I don't even think he made it to graduation.
Oh.
Like that's probably tacky of me. I did not know, but she was like, yeah, send it to them. And I mean, everybody would send money back. It may be $10, $20, whatever. That added up.
Yeah.
And I had all this money in my account and a checkbook. Oh, buddy. That's back when you just go to the gas station and just, I'll get 20 in gas and I'll write this check for 100. You just give me back a little cash. You know, you can't do that now.
No.
And it's also a good way to spend all your money real fast.
Yeah.
I'll just write this check.
It adds up real quick.
So fast.
I had, when I was graduating, I worked at the Oak restaurant as a waitress. And I remember they gave me, I think it was $100. They gave me $100.
Big money then.
Holy
that's big money
cow,
now
are you
to me.
kidding me? Yeah, $100?
Yeah.
Shoot. Well, I also had this one uncle who lives down around Augusta. I have not seen him in a long time. His daughters, my cousins, were, around the same age, and we played and stuff, and I spent the night at his house when I was little. But I mean, I had not talked to him face to face probably in 10 years, and he gave me $500.
Look out.
Yep. Sure did.
Golly.
And my favorite uncle now. No.
I didn't know you was rich coming out of high school.
No, I wasn't, but he had a little money. He did all right.
Yeah.
But
$500 in 2003. I feel like that's like $3,000 now or something.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot.
That's a lot of money. But I remember getting all that money. That was my favorite thing. And then I feel like with the boy one last year. I feel like we didn't send out enough invitations. Like,
I don't like bothering folks.
I know. I'm like, but send out them invitations for the kids.
I know. I should have. I didn't send them out because I was afraid folks would see that as we want you to send us money, and I have a hard time asking for or I don't. I know that's what you do. It's just
let them do that.
Hey, you're welcome to.
We give everybody else all kind of money.
You're welcome to fill out any invitations that you would like to fill out.
Holly's just like, we'll order 50 invitations and we'll mail out 3.
Well, they don't.
We'll spend all the money on the invitations. They won't mail them out. It's like it cost us money. We get invitations from high school seniors just because of our relationship with them through sports and athletics. And we kind of made a decision we just can't send to everybody because we get 10, 12 of them.
I was trying to send everybody money.
And I was like, Holly, we can't do that.
And I'm very sorry. I would love to give every kid that sent us a graduation invitation money. There's just a lot of them. I was in there and I was catching Holly going through her bank account. And I'm like, I can do $7 for this one. And I can do $5 for this one. I don't ever want to be the reason.
We don't need groceries next week, do we, honey?
Somebody being like, "Oh, I really should send money, but it's tight, right?" I don't want to make.
They can make their own decisions. They're adults.
Just
because you can't make a decision and say no doesn't mean they can't say no. Amy says Owen has requested 200 invitations because he plans to make bank for graduation. Y'all better get ready. He has a list. And I've not seen it. He can send it. I'm probably not sending him anything back. But
I keep them. I keep all of
I would put them up on the windowsill there by the kitchen, and tape them up the side of the wall. We keep the invitations, but no guarantee I'll send money back. We might not. So that's the thing. You talk about it, then people hear and they tell their kids, send them one because Holly can't say no.
You gotta get them out early. You gotta send them out before the folks who's going to get repeat invitations.
Holly can't say no. She has a hard time saying no.
I can't say no, and I also have a hard time asking for help. So that it creates a lot of work for myself. Oh, you went offline. Oh, you're back.
I'm back. I clicked the button on accident. All right, we got more morning show. We're here until 8:30. Brought to you by Dr. James Van Winkle. I'll get you a weather update when we come back. We got some rainy conditions, chance of storms today. I need to tell you about that because some of those could be severe. So we'll keep you up to date on that here in just a second. Thunder Radio Morning Show brought to you by Dr. Van Winkle.
Now, another update from the WMSR Thunder Radio.
Thunder Radio.
I had to change the bank password a couple years ago so Holly couldn't get access to her money. She was just sending everybody money. And then, what's she done? Well, link the business account to Venmo.
When Josh and I got married, we sent out a wedding invitation to one of our neighbors. They lived in a super nice house. It was I bet they had a 24-foot Christmas tree.
It was nice.
It was just the nicest house. Anywho, we sent them a wedding invitation and they sent us back $100.
Yeah.
And buddy, I thought I could never repay these. I wanted to go pick sticks up in their yard. And
we had enough gas to get back from the honeymoon because of that. The kids should be able to send out their invitations, and it's up to the adults to say no. They're adults; they can say no.
The problem is a lot of the people that we know, their kids are also graduating.
Well, we don't send them anything. Thunder Radio.
Good morning, Josh and Holly. This is Jerry over here.
Good morning, Jerry.
How y'all doing?
Good.
I've been listening.
Good.
Y'all having fun. Hey, Holly, y'all made a picture yesterday of my great niece, Carol, over there in Manchester, signing something. What was that about?
Oh,
Post on.
yes. So the other day at the high school, they did a signing day for students going into technical college, like TCAT and McMinnville, to pursue technical careers. So they, like the athletes, they like to have a special recognition for those students going into technical schools. So she was signing her letter of intent.
Well, that's fantastic. I wondered if that was it, but I've never seen or heard of that.
Yeah.
I know she's going into welding up there.
Yeah. Does she have red hair?
Hell, it's kind of like you used to be. You died every other week.
Oh.
I
I was trying to think of which one she was.
Kara something or other. I can't remember her last name.
Yeah.
But, they live out there in Nice Model.
Okay.
But, anyway, but she's the one that rides the horse to prom.
Cute.
But anyway, yeah, I just wondered because there wasn't any caption or anything on your Facebook page.
I bet they shared just the photo, and maybe you didn't see
the full post has got everybody's name and what they signed for.
I'll tag you in it so you see it.
All right, that sounds good.
All right.
Oklahoma won 3-2 in softball.
I saw that.
Yeah, Scott did a great job up there. I always enjoy having him up in my baseball.
Yeah, I was listening to some of it on the way back. I was doing Chevyville baseball last night, so I got to catch a little bit of that.
Okay. Well, you guys have a great day and a great weekend. And if you need a cigar, come over and see me at Pour the Wind today.
Will do.
Thank you.
See y'all.
Bye.
Bye.
Mm-hmm.
I was actually talking to Richard Skipper about that, and he was telling me maybe next year before this signing, it's called the NC3 signing day. But he was saying maybe next year we could maybe do it in the theater and put a little more production into it.
We'll produce it.
I was like, yeah, just reach out. I love to help coordinate that.
Yeah, we'll help.
All students of the week are selected for their work ethic and excellent attitudes in and out of the classroom. The Manchester Chick-fil-A and operator Chandler England is inspired to recognize their kids' artistry all year long.
So there's a poll over on the Whiskey Country.
A pool?
A poll.
A poll.
A poll. So the this or that power couple: Tim McGraw, Faith Hill versus Garth Brooks, Trisha Yearwood. And as soon as I saw that, I'm like, who is going to pick Garth Brooks or Trisha Yearwood? I don't think so. No, I don't think so at all, actually.
So
Tim and Faith. Tim and Faith.
We
Tim and Faith. Tim and Faith. Tim and Faith. Go ahead. Some scammer on here. Tim McGraw. Private chat is over on here. Inviting people to come join the fan club.
Jacob is trying really hard to
get Whiskey Country going.
Yeah, and that
he's done well.
That struggles.
It's
social
grown
media
quite a bit
wise.
versus where it was.
But he works so like this. He's left yesterday to go on vacation. He's in Vegas. I get a message. Actually, I got several messages from him last night at midnight. He's working, making game day graphics so I don't have to. Even though he's on vacation,
right?
He's sending it like 1 a.m. sending me graphics to cover for the Tullahoma and Chevyville sports.
He was.
That's the kind of employee you.
He was telling me that you could stay in Vegas cheap if people want you to gamble. I didn't realize the hotels there were so cheap.
Yeah.
Like real cheap.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, we can go stay cheap because I ain't gonna gamble.
He loves going to Vegas. I think he's been.
Well, the National Association of Broadcasters yearly shows out there, so we may need to make a work trip out there.
Are we a part of that?
Yeah. Pay some memberships. I don't know. But the NAB shows out there, so we need to go out there and sit through some seminars, work trip. And go get some damn bait. Do some damn fishing.
Yeah. Catch some damn fish. Hell, I'll take you.
Holly. Dressed up like a farmer and she's in here cussing. And
I don't know what's in name that.
Chewing tobacco.
Look in there and see if it's a movie.
I can't look right now.
Oh, okay.
I can look in a second.
I have no idea. I hope I did it.
Probably didn't because you left early.
Cold, cold, cold. Set temperature makes it hold.
This is the morning show with Josh and Holly.
Thunder Radio Morning Show. Welcome back. Glad to have you with us. Monday through Friday. Thunder Radio Morning Show is here 6:30 to 8:30. We do not have a new game to play, unfortunately, here.
Did I not do it?
Didn't do it. No. Yesterday was named that TV theme, and it's Grey's Anatomy, and it's still sitting on Grey's Anatomy there. So we just literally...
I left early yesterday.
You left early?
Daggone it. All right, we're going to play Stupid Silly Stat again.
Hang on. I got to do the weather. 2 stats in a day. That's fine. 66 degrees right now outside the Unity Medical Center studios. It is a bit overcast out there. See a mix of sun and clouds this morning. A 60% chance of showers this afternoon. High of 81. And then a 70% chance of rain showers overnight. We are under an enhanced risk of severe weather today. Could see some really big hail and some windy conditions. That's the big threat. Saturday, a 90% chance of rain. High of 68. 51 overnight Saturday, and then much cooler. Sunday, only 66, and then mid-40s overnight Sunday. 67 on Monday, 74 on Tuesday, and sunny skies. Weather forecast brought to you by the Hillsboro Food Company. Swing on by and get a little breakfast with them. Have you not been out there, got a good omelet? Get you a meat biscuit out there? Swing on by and see them at 7403 Hillsboro Highway, locally owned and operated Hillsboro Food Company. Holly, I'm gonna
hum a song. I'm gonna hum a song, and y'all try and guess what it is.
That's not a game. That's not a game. It's not a game. That's not a game. We're not doing that.
All right, we're gonna play.
Probably forgot to put in the name that.
We're gonna play Stupid Silly Stat again.
Stupid Silly Stat Part 2. Boom.
And now it's time for stupid, silly statistics that you never knew
I don't know where you're getting your statistics.
and probably don't need.
Did you bring your statistics?
Stupid Silly Stat brought to you by the land of halfway effort from Holly. Holly, what's it going to be?
I like to think of it as a handful. My hands are full. That's why. A new study found that 25% of 40-year-olds have never done this. What is it? A new study.
It's a family show.
Found that 25% of 40-year-olds have never done this. What is it?
728-1320. 4 tickets to the Elam Foundation's event next Saturday. We got 4 tickets. Those are $25 a piece. That's a $100 prize.
It's 4 tickets, and kids get in free. So you and some of your friends go. Let the kids loose.
Have a good time.
Have a good old time.
We'll be out there. It's going to be a lot of fun. Thunder Radio tent's going to be on hand, and Holly will be out there signing autographs. Be great.
A new study found that 25% of 40-year-olds have never done this. What is it?
728-1320 or 728-3526. Just take your best guesses this morning on Stupid Silly Stat Part 2, because Stupid Silly Stat Part 1 was earlier in the show. Morning show.
Drive a stick shift.
Drive a stick shift is a good guess, but not it. Good try. Drive a stick shift.
I wonder what percent of 18 to 20-year-olds know how to drive a stick.
Not many. I ask that question on the coaches show sometimes.
You ask them if they know how to drive a stick?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And there's a few. There was one kid who that's what he drives. But most of them,
was he?
Especially the girls, are like, what? Yeah, they don't know. Morning show.
Been married?
Boom. There's the answer. That was so fast. What's your name?
Crystal.
Crystal.
Good job, Crystal.
Golly, Crystal. Nailed it. How'd you get that so fast?
Just thinking about who's been married and who hasn't been married to friends of mine.
Are you on Google? Are you cheating?
Nope.
Okay. Well, we got when you come to pick up your prize, set aside about 5 minutes. We got a lie detector test in there.
No.
And no, I'm just kidding. Come on by. I got 4 tickets to the Elam Foundation. You come get it.
That sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, 4 tickets. Elam Foundation for Crystal. And I would say you got 30 days to pick it up, but you only got like 7 days to pick those up because that event is next Saturday. And also, you can't win for 30 days now because you've won.
When I was younger, there was a water park close to where I lived called Crystal River Water Park. And the concrete there, it was really awesome. It was a good place. But the concrete there was like the old pool here.
Oh, the old city pool.
Chewed your
feet up. You leave bleeding every time.
Yeah, worth it though. Exfoliate them feet.
Looks like your feet been through a cheese grater. Like you took a cheese grater, ran it across the bottom of your feet. I bet the amount of Band-Aids in the pool filter there were alarming.
When you went to a water park, have you been to a water park when you were younger?
No, when I was younger, we used to go to a place up in Jonesboro, Tennessee. There's a place up there. We called it a water park, but it was basically like the rec center pool, maybe a little bigger. 2 slides, maybe 3 slides with a lazy river.
How far is that?
Jonesboro, it's way up there. We would go when we were at my Meemaw's house.
Okay, so it's
the oldest town in Tennessee, Jonesboro. It's way up there in the northeastern part.
I got you.
Yeah, we would go, and I think it was just a city pool kind of thing, but I would say it was maybe not twice the size of Manchester's pool, outdoor pool, but it was quite a bit bigger.
Okay.
And they had you could grab the inner tubes and ride around their lazy river, which is pretty long and stuff. So it was bigger than that, but it was kind of like a city pool kind of situation. And I thought that was a water park. You go down the slide.
But did you ever go to it
No, we never went to Nashville Shores or anything like that, which should be a water park, right?
What age were you when you finally went to
When did we go to Nashville Shores as adults?
Was that your first time at a water park?
Yeah, I'd never been to I may have. No, I don't think I ever went. I think one time my friend's parents were going to take us to the wave pool in Nashville or wave. What's it called? There's a wave pool there. I don't know if that's a water park, but I think it rained that day. We didn't go. I don't think I ever went to a water park.
Oh, I didn't know that about you.
No, I've never been. I've been to Lake Winnie. Soak
Why didn't I know this? Why didn't the first time we went to Nashville Shore? I mean, the kids were like 6 and 7.
Yeah, they were young. That's the first time I've been. That's why I was pumped. Let's go down these slides.
Well, that was my question. When you went to a water park, were you someone who liked to ride as many slides as you could, or
I would be a slide rider. When the kids were younger, I got on the slides with them and went down like at Nashville Shores.
I assumed you had.
I like the rides. Now I don't care to go that fast. I got on the Winnie 500 ones last time we were at Lake Winnie. That's the ones like basically a straight down, and it's to a point where you feel like you're going to lift up off that slide and fly. And I'm like, oh, that's enough. I don't need to stop riding the slides. And that's enough for me. But I used to love going to the rec center here when I was a senior in high school when it first opened up and going down those slides. You race your friends down them.
Yeah.
One would go down the yellow one and you go down the red one or vice versa. And you see who got to the
They're
bottom
blue
first.
and green now.
Yeah, they painted them.
I feel
it was 20 years ago.
That was 20 years ago.
21 years ago now.
I was not a fast slide rider.
She doesn't like anything that goes fast.
I don't like it if it goes fast or if it spins a lot. There was one slide that I was telling you about, that Crystal River Water Park. The slide started above ground. It went under the dirt. It was pitch black in there, and you popped out the other side of the.
I would love that.
No, I never rode it.
As a younger person, now, I used to like riding rides at the fair or at Opryland when they had Opryland, and
I never been to Opryland.
I used to love stuff like that. Now, we went to Dollywood with the kids when they were younger, and I tried to get on one of those rides, and I was like, "This will be fun," and it wasn't.
Messed your back up?
No, like the cannonball at Lake Winnie messed my back up. That old wooden roller coaster, that thing jerks you around. I think that's still what's wrong with me. But we got on one. It was just it was kind of like just a swinging ride back and forth. But I'm like, it's more permanent. It's here all the time. It's probably a bit more maintained, and it was fine. That part of it was fine. But just when you get up there so high and your stomach goes into your throat.
Oh yeah.
That has more of an effect the older you get.
Yeah.
I'd rather ride the roller coaster rides than that one. But even now, I don't think I want to get on any fast moving roller coasters that go upside down and spin around.
I have no desire.
The straight drops get me. Like when you go up and then you go start to drop. I don't. Used to, I like that. Now it's not my thing anymore.
I got a message from our friends. They're literally on the way to Lake Winnie on a field trip right now.
Nice. Enjoy. Y'all get on that cannonball and ride it. Okay. Let me know how your neck is. That sounds awful. Getting on those rides right now. It's gonna be rainy down there today. Y'all enjoy. your trip to Lake Winnie. It's time for the Friday Mix. Enjoy this one, Brandy. That's your favorite. I'll tell you about my friends at Common John Brewing Company. Get on by and see them this weekend. Open at 8 a.m. today, tomorrow, 10 o'clock on Sunday. Grab your breakfast, scrambled egg bowl. It hits the spot every time.
Let's twist again, like we did last summer. Yeah, let's.
Lake Winnie. Yeah. That sounds awful.
I went on the Lake Winnie trip with the boy one, well, and the girl one when they went for their 5th grade, like end of the year, 5th grade field trip, and the smell of body odor was impressive around 5th graders.
Yeah. I wouldn't, I would get fired. I would take a cooler of beer, try to hide it. If I got to go to this, I'm gonna have some drinks.
Speaking of drinks, I heard while we were at the golf tournament yesterday, someone was saying something about a drink, and it's like vodka and flavored water, and it's called mom water. And all I could think about was a bunch of soccer moms or what filling their Stanleys up with mom water.
Yeah, I can see that.
And the little kid comes up running and is like, "Mama, I'm thirsty." No, this is Mama's water.
That's Mom's water.
All right. BRB. Oh, God, my leg.
Let's see. Where are you going? Why does my phone not spell nothing right ever? Autocorrect the word. 5th graders are a combination of sweat and hormones. I know. Well, 5th grade's rough because I feel like that's the age they need to start wearing deodorant, the boys especially, but they don't. Nobody tells them. Or they tell them and they just don't. Because, I mean, our boy, when we told him at that age, he just didn't listen. Thunder Radio.
Yes, I have someone for your birthday today.
Birthdays today. Okay, go ahead.
It's Levi Simpson. He's 7 years old today.
Levi Simpson?
Levi Simpson.
7. Got him.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Have a good day. Bye-bye. Four tickets. I'll do that when I get off the air. I need you to host Swap and Shop today. I got to go to Moore County. Let's see. I really do.
Have an awesome time in Moore County. I'll go swap and shop gladly.
I think I can get there in time. It takes 30 minutes and I'm good. I got a meeting at 9:30, so as long as I get out of here on time.
Kate said 5th graders
Yeah, I
are.
was talking about that. I had to go with everybody else because I stayed in here. Yeah. Florida Man Friday is next, or we can do birthdays next and say Florida Man Friday for next hour.
Yeah, let's
We're
do
kind
that.
of in a weird spot here.
Yeah.
Okay. Kind of a weird setup we got here.
Did the girl one go to school today?
Senior skip day, isn't it?
I know, but I went in there and woke her up this morning.
Oh, I did too. I forgot all about it. I took her coffee.
I did too. I was like, I'm leaving. Have a good day, school.
I forgot.
She said that the seniors are going to go play kickball and pickleball. And I think that is the sweetest thing because I was looking at.
That's what they say they're going to do.
I was looking at pictures last year from the senior sunset. And the boy one graduated last year and he was out there. And it's like the last time that they're going to be in an area with some of their oldest friends and schoolmates, and they're just out there playing.
Oh, it's starting to get sentimental. She'll start crying.
You don't realize it. Now they're off in college, and they separate and disperse, and you don't ever get back together with these people, like, you know, like the picture I got is the boy one, and some of his friends are playing with like water guns.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they're never going to get together and have a water gun fight again, ever.
Now the boy one goes to play pickleball with old people at the rec center.
The boy one is precious, and he's an old soul. So he'll go up to the rec center here to play pickleball, pick up pickleball. And the majority of the
seniors, he goes during the day. It's senior citizens.
Yeah, senior citizens are up there playing pickleball, and he'll hop in.
He's like, I want to play.
He said, if you're gonna get good, you got to play the best. So he goes up there and slams on your meemaw. That kind.
Last playtime.
I mean, they'll do stuff in college or dang, did you see what the Carmeens did to their back porch? Golly, I want that.
No, see, you don't need to be looking.
Look.
Yeah, no, we won't be doing that. I see it.
Daggone, that's nice.
Need to raise the ad rates, apparently. Meanwhile, parts of our concrete are in the swimming pool. Birthdays. I got 4. Pretty good birthdays today.
All right. What celebrities we got today to impersonate?
Birthdays, and then break, and then Florida Man.
Just 2. I think I can do these.
He's dominating in the sport of choice. Pickleball.
For Easter, the Easter Bunny brought him 2 new tennis rackets and a bag of tennis balls.
Because Holly wants to play tennis.
I want to go play tennis.
Kate, did you give away all of your free Jello shots and things yesterday? It sounds like an entertaining way to make friends.
The setup was, it wasn't just a Bloody Mary. There was a little, like, putting flag in there and a little stirrer, and it had a golf ball on the end of it. They were just the cutest little golf drinks.
Did the little flag have, like, Kate's phone number and Remax First Realty logo on it? That's the way to do it. Yeah, I figured those would get given away. That's not one that people are going to skip.
I'm not a tattletale or nothing, but I saw folks sticking them in their pockets. Maybe it was me.
Probably why y'all end up driving out in front of people. Don't know how to act. Jello shots will get you. Guys, they taste just like Jello.
I think it would be fun to play golf on a team, like with like a group of people that you like being around, like where you can turn the radio on and.
Yeah, I think you're discouraged to do that at normal golf outings.
That's not normal.
Yeah, you can go play on the Lady Raider Classic. You can get your team, go play in it.
Barbara Shimwell's on my team. Barbara?
I thought you were going to have fun. Apparently you're going to win.
I want to win and have fun. Barbara's fun. Sophie Vinson. Sophie, Barbara,
how are they showing up with ringers?
And Jennifer Costello.
Who's Jennifer Costello?
That's Coach Costello's sister. She's out at the Willowbrook, works out there, don't she? Don't she golf?
I don't know.
Yeah, she's super nice.
Man, Take that, Rachel Williams. You have been dissed. You are not part of Holly's team. And all you other people, Kate. How about that, Kate?
Kate's got to ride around and take pictures since I'm playing now.
Birthday time. Birthday time on the Thunder Radio Morning Show. Celebrating birthdays every day. We draw for a winner of a slice of birthday pie from the Mercantile Cafe Bakery and Gift Shop every afternoon at 4:30. So be sure to tune in this afternoon. Tiffany will be drawing then during her show, Connecting Coffee County. At the end of the week, which is today, we draw for a cake from the Food Lion. We also draw for flowers from the Mossy Pot amongst our anniversary submissions. So be sure to get those birthdays and anniversaries in now at 728-1320. Drum roll. I got a bunch of birthdays. Happy birthday today. Carrie Norris has a birthday. Nathaniel Gregg is 9 years old. Alyssa Darnell, happy birthday, 15 years old. Levi Simpson is 7. Maggie Bailey of Coffee Middle School softball fame. And we have one anniversary, Chris and Jessica Lawton, celebrating another year of marital bliss. How about all those birthdays? Somebody today is going to win pie amongst the birthdays. And then all the birthday people will be in the list with the birthdays all week long for the cake chance from Food Lion. And then Chris and Jessica Lawton will be in the drawing for flowers. Holly?
Can you smell what I'm cooking?
Dwayne Johnson is
it's probably burnt. Yeah, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson turns 53 today.
That guy's been pretty successful.
He's done well.
A lot of steroids.
You think so?
Yes.
Also, okay, let's see how to describe this celebrity. I play soccer, and I'm very posh.
Oh, I have no clue.
It's David Beckham. He married Posh Spice.
Gotcha. So I don't know any of that. I don't know any of that.
He's 50.
The women were all about David Beckham there for a while.
Yeah.
I don't see what's so special, but whatever.
He's not my type.
If you're into that kind of thing. No, Holly's more for if you put David Beckham and Seth Green next to each other, she would tackle Seth Green.
I get
out of millions of women, and they would all took off on a sprint towards the guy they wanted. Holly would be the only one running to Seth Green.
Well, my chances are better. Any hootie.
If you don't know what Seth Green looks like, Google him. And you're gonna be like, "Oh, Holly, no, what are you doing?"
No, he's not.
And then you start to understand her taste in men, and then you're like, "Oh," because people are like, "What's Holly doing with Josh? That doesn't make sense."
It does, though.
In some ways,
makes sense. Makes perfect sense.
Outkick my coverage.
Josh told me I guess he was trying to pay me a compliment this morning. I was walking out of the bathroom and he goes, "Look at you. You look like a cute farmer." And I was like, that's not the look I was going for. Like, I wasn't going for farmer.
I mean, like a casual farmer. Someone who was trying to look like a farmer.
I'm not, though. That was not. What about this outfit?
It's the cap. It's the cap and the jeans. Maybe like not. I'm sorry, not somebody who's trying to look like a farmer. Like a real farmer. Somebody who's trying to look like a farmer goes too far.
I would not wear this to go farm, but
blue jeans and a light colored shirt and some boots. I mean, golly, and a cap.
I have on a bodysuit. It's very tight and form fitting, and it's got the
bodysuit.
Snaps. Yes, the bodysuit. Who farms?
I thought it was just a shirt.
And I ain't even wearing boots. I got
remember what happened last time we went dancing in a bodysuit?
Golly, I was out there, Common John. Dancing around, and my bodysuit, I guess, had come unsnapped, and it was hanging out the back of my pants like a like a tail. And I was dancing and it was flying around everywhere, just like a what do you call it?
I don't know. Like flag?
Like a pinwheel or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
And Josh was watching, never told me. Didn't say nothing.
I didn't know. Now
you did,
I know.
You did know. You saw it.
I know that. I thought she just unsnapped it on purpose.
Janice Googles Seth Green. She don't see it.
Yeah, Janice said, I just Googled him. Sorry, Holly. Don't see it. Yeah, I know. A leprechaun. Even I don't have a problem being like, well, that's a good-looking guy there. If I see a good-looking guy. But I've never looked at Seth Green and been like, yeah.
The boy one just sent me a message asking me if we did his FAFSA. I'm like, I can't remember. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure you did.
That's, they should not put me in charge of making sure that
she don't remember nothing.
Kids' forms and.
I'm pretty sure she did, but.
You have to do it every time, though.
Yeah. But I think it's easier to just redo it. But I'm pretty sure you did it because I'm pretty sure I remember you telling me that you did.
Hope so. All right.
Ashley says, Holly's always had a terrible taste in men. That is true.
I am consistent.
Yeah. At least she learns her lesson. Except she doesn't. All right. Morning show overdrive financed by New Haven Mortgage. That includes Heather Phillips and her excellent golf skills. Get on by and see her at 1300 MacArthur Street, NewHavenMTG.com. NMLS 1477317. Florida Man Friday next.
Broadcasting from the Unity Medical Center studios. This is Thunder Radio, WMSR, 1320 AM, 107.9.
William, congratulations. Your 25-26 FAFSA has been received.
Yeah, told you did.
All right.
Told you. I remember when you did it. I admitted it because
Ashley, what are you doing today? Are you coming up here and we're working on Thundy stuff?
Y'all need to do something.
What are you doing? She's probably got a facial or a hair appointment, pedicure,
nails or
massage or something.
Always something with that one. Pretty sure she was trying to take a shot at me with that terrible tasting man jab there.
I know that.
What she doesn't know is you can't hurt my feelings because I don't have
has
any.
none.
Don't give it.
Last night, when Gracie and Hank were in the kitchen, I had made them some chicken Alfredo.
I saw it in the garbage.
And they were eating, and Biggie was laying down in front of me. I was looking at Hank, talking to Hank about football practice, having a conversation. Biggie lets out the longest, wettest. He passed gas.
Flatulence.
In the longest and wettest way possible, to the point where I caught Hank's realization that he was listening to a fart, and I go,
Wait a minute. I don't even know what happened here, but I guarantee Holly said something ridiculously embarrassing or unnecessary.
No.
Or unnecessary.
As the dog is farting, I looked at Hank. That's not me. Because the dog was right beside me. And I didn't because I saw Hank's eyes changed. Because he was realizing he was listening to a fart. And I was talking and I go, that's not me, that's the dog. And the length of the fart lasted till the end of my sentence.
That's what you got to be like. You got to be like, sorry, I had some Mexican for lunch.
He laughed so hard.
Thundies, that's right, Rhonda. That's right, the Thundies. It's big time. I think the girls do like it more because they get to go dress shopping. You give the girls an excuse to get a dress, buddy, and they are just all about it.
It's fun. You don't get to dress up as much when you're, out of you get out of high school. You're not a celebrated.
You don't want to go to anything.
Not me. High school girls.
No. Life after high school is miserable, so just get ready.
Maybe that's why folks give you money. It's like, oh, you're
Enjoy.
in for a rude awakening.
That's my favorite is these people that was congratulating everybody on getting through this, difficult challenge. I'm like, Ain't nothing. Ain't nothing about it hard. Just wait till you start paying taxes. Real life is tough.
Did Ashley jump on the feed just to insult
Just
you?
to insult
and
me,
then
yeah.
got off?
Then she left. Yeah. I appreciate that. Remember that next time she wants to bring her kids swimming in my pool. Is Abby excited to go cheer in college, Rhonda? Leslie in Red Rocks, Colorado. I've always wanted to go to the amphitheater there.
Yeah.
Have you been to are you going to the amphitheater? It looks really neat.
I bet that's an awesome place to catch a concert. But the acoustics
The
are
acoustics probably nuts in there. These are the loyal people who watch the show from wherever. Or, like Trey be down in the Bahamas or wherever he's at watching the show. Leslie's in Colorado.
should be on top of a mountain.
I got some signal here. Let's check. See what they're doing.
Some teachers listening on their field trip.
On their field trip.
School bus.
On the school bus. They need to put it on a big speaker so all them kids got to listen. Y'all shut up and listen to the morning show. They're going to talk about how bad y'all are. First time for them to see a concert there on Saturday.
Nice.
Top of the mountain. What mountain? There's a bunch of mountains out there. MTN. Florida Man Friday, Holly. Did you do that for the show today?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Morning, Mary from Murfreesboro. That's right. Mary, she's a loyal listener. She's loyal. There's like at least 7 or 8 loyal people out there. It's fantastic. Do you feel like if the morning show was held in the evening that the viewership would be different?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's getting ready to go in the mornings. I think we have more on the radio, obviously. You still have more on the radio regardless, but I feel like there's more on the radio in the mornings. People are getting ready to leaving and whatnot. But I feel like if the morning show were called the afternoon show, after about 5 o'clock, the viewership would be quite a bit different. That's just me. I could be wrong. William says, Joshua says maybe. I was just
about to get offended. Okay, you've been warned. This is the Thunder Radio Morning Show with Josh and Holly.
Morning Show Overdrive, financed by New Haven Mortgage. Stop by and see Heather Phillips and her team. Cash out refinance is an excellent way to take advantage of the equity in your home. NewHavenMTG.com, NMLS 1477317. Holly, welcome back.
Thanks, buddy.
We've got a little more show left today. Big thanks to everybody for being a part of it today and every day, whether you're on the radio or you're listening on the replay later. We have a lot of people that download the show later in the day. You can do that as well. Apple or Spotify, search for The Morning Show with Josh and Holly. Click subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything, and you get notifications when we post our new content. It'll be like, hey, they posted a new show, and we have a lot of people that listen back later on in the day. So whether you're a live listener, you listen on your own time, or you watch it over on Facebook or YouTube on the Carmine Family Dental Cameras, we just do appreciate you so much being part of the morning show. Like there's so many different things people could do with their time.
I know. I really, really appreciate
there's
that.
so many different listening options out
Yeah.
there today, whether it's terrestrial radio or podcast or Spotify or Sirius or whatever. There's just so many options, and people choose us, and it's just it's a humbling thing. Also, some people don't choose us, and they're dead to me. No, I'm just kidding. We'll win them over if you tell them about it. Make that a challenge for everybody the next week. If you're a morning show person, tell at least one person that's what you do in the morning. You listen to the morning show on Thunder and see if you can get us a listener. We'll call it the friend referral program. There's no prizes, but just you can feel good about yourself. Florida Man Friday.
Barefoot wrangling legend helps Florida police trap an alligator on the highway. He's barefoot. I guess he's a legend. So this says. The Jacksonville Sheriff's Office in Northeast Florida released a video and details on Monday about the only in Florida situation in which a large alligator was in the median.
Yeah, I saw the video of this guy.
Of the interstate.
Dude just sprinted over there like a boss.
Barefoot man wrestling a giant alligator.
I guess I saw he didn't have a shirt. I don't think I realized he was barefoot.
The video shows local gator wrangler legend, known best as the blue collar brawler, doing what he does best.
They like to rhyme things, don't they? Gator wrangler, blue collar brawler.
Blue collar brawler. The alligator lunges at the Florida man a few times in the video before the man uses a snare pole to trap the reptile as it begins using the death roll. That's scary.
Got him.
They taped his mouth shut, and the brawler and the fish and wildlife officer lift the animal up, put it into a back. Golly, that's a big old alligator.
No, it was big, yeah. I saw that video.
That's a dinosaur.
Alligators are dinosaurs, Holly.
Daggone. All right.
The people in Australia make fun of us because they're like, what do they call American or freshwater gators? Because they're comparing to crocodiles who are far bigger and meaner.
I don't know.
They were basically just calling them
little
docile. Yeah, they're just like your little pet alligators you got over there. Because apparently crocodiles are quite a bit more vicious.
All right. Florida man frustrated with McDonald's drive-thru tries to steal the cash register. So this happened in Cape Coral. Just after 4 a.m. on April 30th, officers responded to a robbery in progress at the fast food chain located at the Del Prado Boulevard. A witness reported that after a man and an employee got into an argument, the man tried stealing the register and took off in his car. Surveillance video shows the encounter. The man identified as 32-year-old Bray Bomberger.
What was that now?
Bray Bomberger.
Is it really his name?
Yeah.
Bomberger?
Bomberger. That's what he said he wanted, and they didn't. He can give it to him. He got mad. Bomberger walked behind the counter, forcing his way past two employees, grabbed the loose cash.
Give me all the money in the till.
Two employees tugged at the register with him for a little while.
Just let him
go.
I mean, I don't care what you're making at McDonald's. It ain't worth fighting this guy over the register.
Moving on, naked Florida man caught trying to break into a woman's home naked. He was they're calling him the birthday suit bandit. Matthew Hunter of Palm West. That don't say West. That says Palm Coast. I was way off. Palm Hunter of Palm Coast is accused of trying to break it.
Palm Coast West.
Sometimes my brain just draws conclusions too quickly.
I've never heard of Palm. As you were saying that, I was like, I've not heard of Palm West. That's different.
Anyway, this guy's accused of breaking into his neighbor's home while naked.
A lot of naked Florida man.
63-year-old naked man at that. He was charged with attempted burglary. I had trouble with that one. I'm not even going to attempt it again.
No, what was that?
Criminal mischief and exposure of himself.
Okay. Burglary.
The woman inside the home called 911 after she heard what sounded like a knife trying to cut through the lock of her front door. That's scary. When deputies arrived, they found Hunter walking away from the woman's house completely naked.
Probably just thought he was at his house.
According to their arrest report, he's actually the woman's neighbor.
Yeah. He probably just... Clearly he's inebriated by something. His judgment is impaired. He probably thought he was at his house.
Florida man arrested for having 3 wives in 3 different countries. Why would you want that?
That sounds like a lot of stress.
Why would you want that?
Why would you want to
headache?
Why would you want to be married to him? You know.
Okay, so a man is facing charges after marrying 3 Florida women.
3 Florida women?
Yeah. It did. I said country. It said county.
Holly.
That's my bad. That's my bad. It's county. It's even worse.
It's a whole different story now. Because then I'm like, how did he marry 3 women in 3 countries? That's like you would have to do a lot of traveling and spend a lot of time.
Yeah, you're right. I was wrong. A man is
okay,
facing...
so he's got a wife in Coffee County, a wife in Franklin County, and a wife in Bedford County.
Yes.
Gotcha.
A man is facing charges for marrying 3 Florida women in 3 different counties at the same time.
There we go.
Those women are speaking out.
Again, why would you want that? Why would you want that?
Those women are speaking out now, saying the system that handles marriage licenses kept them in the dark.
That is true. Like, how did you do that?
He took each of them to the county over to get married.
This courthouse a little slow. We go on over here.
If these counties talk to one another, it would have saved us a lot of stress. Yes, it's their fault.
No, it's not. It's not the county's fault or the state's fault. Not necessarily your fault. I mean, I guess. I mean, how much? I guess how much diligence are we doing on the person we're marrying? Like, I feel like you should be able to figure out he's got 2 other wives.
Yeah.
Like the 3rd one really messed up. Like the 2nd one, maybe, I don't know, whatever. But how do you not figure out he's got 2 other wives?
3 women. Josh does just.
I can't juggle 1 woman.
He don't give the one he's got enough attention. If he's got 2 more, I feel bad for the gals. They ain't getting no attention.
No. It's awful. Trying to keep up with 1.
If I found out who the other 2 were, I'd probably start a support group. They'd be my best friends. We just go and
badmouth me.
Badmouth you.
Hey, he did this. And did he cook at your house? No. He didn't fold laundry neither. Oh, he don't fold laundry in my
We'd
house.
all go together to get divorced at the same time.
Have at it. No, I don't have time for that.
No, you do not.
I don't like a lot of stress. I mean, who
and
does?
You think about...
I just don't handle stress well, so I can't imagine.
You think about the stress that comes with one wife.
Yeah, and any decision that I make, I'm like, well, how much stress is that going to cause, and how much extra work is that going to cause me? So that decision right there would immediately be, no, not going to happen. Any other Florida men? If you don't have any, that's fine. Our timing this morning is a little weird.
That was the last one.
I got to take a quick break, and we can come back and do some recaps because we did birthdays early. Kind of messed with our day a little bit. Good time to give you a weather update, though. How about that? We've got chance of storms today. Right now, 68 degrees outside the Unity Medical Center studios. Clouds and suns mixed out there. 81 for your high. 60% chance of rain really picking up after noon today. And then a 70% chance of rain tonight. Low of around 59. 68 on Saturday with a 90% chance of rain. We could see some severe storms this afternoon and tonight. We are under an enhanced risk. Big straight line winds, hail, things like that. More so than anything. We'll keep an eye on it for you, though. Sometimes people don't give a lot of respect to severe thunderstorm warnings because they're like, what's tornado warning? Yeah. But severe thunder, straight line winds and big hail can do a lot of damage. Lightning can kill you.
Are you trying to scare me?
No, I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just trying to let people know.
Because it's working.
Because Holly's one of those people who's like, well, is there a tornado? No? Okay, then that's fine. I'll just stand out here in the lightning.
Don't you want me to feel relieved? I don't see why would I stand out in lightning? That's dumb.
66 on Sunday is going to be much cooler. Mid-40s overnight Sunday. And then 67 on Monday. Mid-40s overnight Monday. So much cooler weather. One of the winters is here. And then back to warmer weather on Tuesday, be in the mid-70s. Then by the time we get to Wednesday next week, mid-70s and upper 70s. On Thursday, rain chances return by the time we get into later Tuesday into Wednesday. Weather forecast brought to you by the Hillsboro Food Company. Fresh cut meats every day. They got sorted groceries out there and your fresh produce. 7403 Hillsboro Highway, locally owned by Brandon and Angie Tomberlin.
Come get your next pre-owned vehicle today at Al Whiteboard Lincoln in Manchester. We stock pre-owned vehicles for every budget. Whether you're looking for a vehicle or a starter vehicle, we have you covered.
All right, we'll come back and do just a recap of things that are happening, like the events and whatnot going on. Okay.
Huh?
We'll come back to do a little recap of the events and things, kind of like comings and goings again.
Okay.
We got kind of a weird time slot.
Yeah.
Here.
I'm a little chilly.
Chilly?
Yeah, I'm chilly.
Can you come over here and warm you up?
No.
I can turn this camera off. We'll just be wrestling.
Just wrestling.
If you missed that story earlier. We just wrestling.
Is that true, Shannon? I can't tell by you sometimes.
And there's that one time the boy came and knocked on our bedroom door and said, "There's somebody on the roof."
He thought somebody was on the roof of the house.
He said, "I think somebody's on the roof." I'm like, I don't think so, buddy. I think a stick fell.
I hear somebody on the roof.
No. Not what that was.
He said, "Holly, my grandma listens to this show."
Well, she does, but she doesn't watch Facebook.
Now here you are telling it again.
That was on the radio. So my grandma don't know how to turn the internet on. I don't know if she knows how to turn the radio on. Did you see where that fan fell from the stands out there?
Oh,
21 feet.
Is he okay?
He was in serious condition. I ain't heard nothing else.
Did he climb over the rail? What happened?
I don't know. I still haven't figured out what
it.
happened. They said he got tangled. I'm like, tangled in what? Did he like jump in and cheer or something? Like, I don't think he was climbing. But I still haven't heard. Still in critical condition. I was checking for an update.
Golly.
He's fan fell 21 feet. Landed on his head there. Remains in critical condition as of Thursday morning. It was yesterday. He's young. He's probably 21, 22. So he graduated in 2022. I bet he was jumping to cheer or something because right as Andrew McCutcheon hit a 2-run double, that's when he fell. The railing is 3 feet high, which exceeds building code requirements of 2 feet. Tangled. I don't know what he got tangled over. Morning show, final segment today. Before we hit the weekend, Holly, welcome back.
Thank you.
A couple of items of note, just some reminders of things that are happening. The statement consignment sale continues today over at the Manchester Conference Center. Started yesterday. They got a ribbon cutting today at 11 if you want to go by for that. Ceremonial ribbon cutting with the Chamber of Commerce. You don't have to be a member of the Chamber to go to that. Go by, hang out, and Holly will be there for that at 11. It's at the Conference Center. It's free to go. It's free to park. I mean, you obviously got to pay for anything you buy, but like up to 70% off of name brand men's, women's clothing, accessories, Lululemon stuff. Just really good stuff over there. So check it out at the Conference Center, 147 Hospitality Boulevard. That's behind the Holiday Inn in Manchester, in case you're not aware of where that's at. Tomorrow, Cars and Coffee Cruise In, weather permitting, is 9 to noon at the Administrative Plaza. Tonight, we got high school softball at 6 in Manchester and high school baseball at 4 o'clock on the road in Shelbyville. They're in their district tournaments. And also high school tennis players, good luck today. Liam Brown, J.D. Nagadula, and Isabel Sainer, who are competing in the district semifinals. We are a week away from the Lawn Sessions concerts. Jack Daniels, that's next Friday. Get your tickets at thelawnsessions.com. Promo code Thunder to save $5. $5 on those tickets. Elam Foundation events 8 days away from today. That's next Saturday, the 10th. The Thundies Sports Awards, 15 days away. That's May the 17th. And we'll be graduating. Coffee County High School seniors will be walking the line 3 weeks from today, Holly. 3 weeks from today. How about that?
I'm ready. Let's get them.
We got our senior pictures back from the girl one yesterday, and they are so good. Precious. Yeah, I was pretty upset at the amount of money Holly spent on them, and then I saw the pictures, and I'm like, pretty good.
Yeah. You don't do that after high school anymore either. You don't go just have your portrait made.
She will. You'll be making glamour shots of her for the next 10 years. She'll just be showing up in the house like, I got some new dresses. You want to try?
I'll take photos of them until they have kids.
Yeah.
And then
it's those kids. Yeah. But anyway, that's coming up. I was talking to Principal Paul Parsley the other day about I don't want to say the misbehavior last year, but just, the misbehavior last year of the adults in attendance. Who are you messaging? Because you are sending a message like somebody
my sister
has done something wrong. You
like in the middle of the show trying to talk about Thundy seating arrangements and tickets, and I'm like,
can't do that right now. Anyway, I was talking to Principal Paul Parsley about some of the behaviors last year at graduation, because last year they just not the kids, it's the adults. Like they're like, hey, do not come on the field until the graduates have marched out. And here comes everybody just swarming the field.
They don't care.
They don't do
They don't listen.
Middle of graduation, somebody's revving up an engine back behind the stadium so loud you can't hear the speakers. Like I was just like, this is like a joke. People don't know how to behave. It's kind of a formal event. Like act right. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's coming up. And then Memorial Day, 24 days away from now. So we got a lot coming up. Don't forget, we're giving away, Thunder Radio has teamed up with Flooring Solutions in Tullahoma, giving away a free floor, 400 square feet of luxury vinyl plank installed free at your home. Maybe it's a bigger room or a couple smaller rooms or whatever. Get on over there and get that. Get entered for that. Thunder1320.com/floor. Also enter our Mother's Day contest. Thunder1320.com/mom. Got some good gifts to give away over there. And Bonnaroo tickets remain on sale. We have discounted tickets, day passes only. We do not have the weekend pass. Thunder1320.com/Bonnaroo. So you found everything over there you want. You can probably just type those things in the search bar. If you can't remember the / or whatever, just there's a search bar. Type in Bonnaroo and you'll get the tickets page. Gonna wrap it up for us today. I want to tell you about the Mercantile Cafe, Baker, and Gift Shop. Holly, you know what tonight is? First Friday of the month, shrimp boil at the Mercantile. Southern shrimp boil. Sounds good. I wish I could go over there and get it for breakfast, like just to try it out, before they get to do it. It's tonight at 5 o'clock, 210 North Irwin Street. Get on by and see them and get a seat before they get that place filled up, right across from Manchester Police Department. And talk to them. We're talking about graduation. You got summer weddings, fall weddings, graduation parties. They cater. 723-2491. Keep it there. Swap and Shop coming at you next.